All right, what's up, guys? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, he's gonna wear this flippin' hat in every video now. But actually, I just got up a little while ago, a couple hours ago, and had breakfast, went to the store and stuff, and I just haven't greased my hair. It's my day off, so this is my bad hair day cheat now, and it looks pretty sharp. I kind of like this. I did another video reviewing this, so look for that on my channel. It should be up already by the time this video posts. So I'm here today to not to show you anything new, but actually to show you something old. About a year and 3 months ago, I ordered my first pair of Thursday boots, and one of the things I wanted to do was show you how they've been wearing. Now, bear in mind, I don't wear these every day. They get worn pretty regularly, a few times a week. But at the same time, there were periods where I wore them more. I haven't exactly babied them. They've been through the whole, they somehow managed to escape the mildew situation when that happened, because they were in another part of the house. And they went through the whole period of me moving all my stuff for that, moving stuff during the tenting. So they've kind of seen a fair bit of use. So, but I just polished them, and you know, they're not looking perfect, but I'm going to show them to you. This is the right one here. So they're actually holding up remarkably well. Let me see if I can get some close-ups here. You can see there's some scuffs that have happened by the heels. That usually happens on the inside of my boots and sometimes dress shoes where they scuff together. I could probably rub that out if I wanted to spend some time working on it a little bit with some elbow grease, but I'm kind of lazy. You can see there's a little bit of creasing here in the toe. I haven't been super religious about keeping these on the, I have some boot, like boot trees, the wooden things you put in there that help your boots keep their shape. Highly recommend those. I forget where I got mine. I'll have to look and see if I can find that. I tried to look for one that was American made. It's always a struggle. But let's show you here the toes. The toes look pretty good. There's a little bit of scuffing. There's some marks here where they've been nicked. A lot of these marks, even the direct scuff marks, have largely buffed out. So, and I'm just using a liquid boot cream that was recommended by my cobbler. It's not a perfect match, so a lot of times what happens is when I put the boot cream on, if you don't get it all off, you can see it in places where it's a different color. I just spend a little more elbow grease, a little more time working on it, add a little more cream, you know, keep working it in, and eventually it evens out. So I know that there are polishes and things you can get, but let's look up here. You can see there's a little bit of creasing by the ankle. All in all, these have worn exceedingly well. Just kind of a look inside there. The light's not great at this angle. I do not have the original laces. That's one thing I will say for them. Their laces are not great. In fact, the laces only lasted me a couple of months before they broke. What I have here is these are called iron laces. I don't know if I've done a review of these yet. You can search for them, iron lace shoe and boot laces. They make shoelaces and boot laces. These things are effectively unbreakable. I have never broken a pair, and they're designed to be unbreakable. They're super durable. They also have a consistency such that they don't slip in the knots or slip around as much, so they hold better. And I highly recommend them for any pair of boots. My big complaint about iron lace is they don't offer a lot of colors at this time. So I think this is supposed to be black, but it looks more gray. They have a brown, but I wanted something with a little contrast, so I got this. Probably get the brown next time. So that's the right one. The left one has a little more damage, so you can see a couple places here where I've nicked into the leather a bit. Now this kind of damage is not going to buff out too easily. Again, I could spend some considerable time on this with some elbow grease and polish and wax and stuff and probably get the worst of it out. You can see a little bit of scuffing along the side there if I get the light just right. Again, ankles have some creasing. There's some creasing in the toe area. Typical wear. A little bit of scuffing on the inside of the heel, back of the heel. So, yeah, I highly recommend these iron laces for any shoes. I mean, you can get, these are their boot laces, which are round and kind of thick. They come in different lengths, a few colors, I think black, brown, and maybe one other color. And then their shoelaces, I have some in my Vans that I wear for work, and they're flat and they're very strong. I haven't had to replace any shoelaces by them either. So you may remember if you saw my original video about these, after I got, this is my left shoe. I have a leg length inequality in my left tib fib that I'm about 9 millimeters too short on the left side. So I have a lift in my left shoe. I'll show you kind of a side by side so you can see the difference there. And also the heels. So you can see there's a considerable difference. I thought this would be an interesting part of my experiment, and I mentioned it in my old video. What they had to do at the cobbler in order to put this lift on is they had to, the heel, they just put a thicker heel piece, but this part up here, they actually had to cut the sole and then add a thicker sole piece on top. So, so consequently, they kept my old heel, see? They just put a thickener in it. But consequently, I have two different soles on these shoes. And I thought this would be an interesting experiment to see how they compare in terms of wear. And I mean, you guys tell me what you think, but by my estimation, the Thursday soles seem to be wearing pretty consistently with the Vibram. I think that's a Vibram resole. Yeah, it's on there. If you look just right, you can see the name. So, pretty cool. I mean, these have not really even started to have any appreciable wear. Even the heels, you can see, I don't walk on the outside of my heels as much as I used to since I got, since I started these lifts and I got myself in better alignment. I still do a little bit on the left side, this side, but for my primary casual and dress shoe, it's pretty impressive limitation of wear for how long I've had them. So once again, same heel, they just put a thickener of some kind in there. You can almost see the seam where they thickened the heel there. But so far they're wearing pretty evenly. One of these shoes is a little grippier than the other. I forget which one, like the front part. One is a little more likely to grip on a slippery surface, and I forget which one. And bear in mind, these Thursday boots are really designed, they're not a one-use shoe. They're designed to be regularly polished, regularly maintained, and when the soles and the heels wear out, to be resoled and reheeled. So, you know, you might spend, I forget what I spent on these. I think they were like 150, 180 bucks. I don't remember exactly. You'd have to check their website. Having the lifts and stuff put in the one shoe cost me about 50 bucks. So I'm guessing a resole would probably run you about, you know, for both shoes, probably about $75 to $100, maybe less, depending on your cobbler. It's still considerably less than a new pair of shoes, and you have your shoes already broken in, comfortable. The break-in period on these was not bad. They were a little uncomfortable for a while, especially right up here when this was really stiff. I was really conscious of these things kind of pressing into my ankle. It could have just been partly because I wasn't used to having pressure there, but I think also some of it was just break-in period. Overall, as boot break-ins go, theirs was not bad. I've had other boots that I couldn't even get through the break-in period because they just hurt my feet so much. I had to take them somewhere and get them stretched out or run over them with the car or something like that. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit. So, but there you have it. Thursday boots, 15 months later. Check these guys out. They're a great company. They have excellent customer service. As I mentioned in my other video, they run fairly true to size. My dress shoe size is about an 8.5 to a 9, depending on the brand. Most shoes it's a 9, and this is a size 9. So they run fairly true to size. But if you're unsure, or if you wear thicker socks or have wider feet, you know, they can help you with sizing. So yeah, they have a tool on their website that assists with that. They can also give you some guidance over email. If you tell them, I take this size in a sneaker, and I take this size in a dress shoe, and I take this size in other boots, what do you recommend? They can give you a fairly accurate idea of what is the appropriate size for you. So Thursday boots, I love them. These things are great. They're still a very beautiful shoe. Now, I probably wouldn't wear these for a job interview at this point. I actually have a second pair that I just don't wear. I'm kind of saving for that, especially since all my dress shoes got ruined. Like 4 pairs of Stacy Adams ruined by the mildew. So it was a tragedy. But I wouldn't be ashamed to wear these on a date with a little bit of polish. And imagine me on a date. A little bit of polish and some attention. Some jeans. They're a sharp looking shoe. So one last look all the way around. Thanks for checking in, guys. I appreciate you supporting my channel. If you like my content, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you want notifications about all my content, make sure you hit the bell icon as well, so you get notified every time I post new content. I hope you guys have a blessed day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. God bless.